Hello everyone, my name is Karan Shah and I am co-founder of IndigoERP and director at Dreambits Technologies, and I am here to today present a talk on how to integrate your Odoo Store with bolcom. So let's start with it. So here is the outline of the talk. We will talk about what is bolcom, what is Odoo Bol connectors and features of it. Then we will see how the connector can make your life easy, and we will take three cases that we have seen across our multiple clients. First is how it can help you reduce the RTO with validations on order process. Then we will see how we can do product management for all bol.com store from one place. And then we will see how we can manage stock levels for the store and products. So let's start with it. Let's see what is bol.com. Most of the people coming here are knowing what is bol.com or would also be selling on bol.com. But for people who don't know, let me tell you what it is. Bol.com is the largest online marketplace in the Netherlands and the third largest online retailer in Belgium. 4.3 billion euros is the sales that it did in 2020. Right now, there are more than 40,000 plus merchants selling the goods via bol.com, and it is ranked number 1 in online shopping in Netherlands. So what is Odoo Bol connector? We created Odoo Bol connector with the simple idea that it can help the customers to sell more and earn more with the help of robust business process that Odoo offers. Using the connector, you will never have to go to bol.com for handling anything like your products, order, shipping, etc. All of that can be done from Odoo, and more than that, you can manage multiple bol.com stores from the single point that is Odoo. So let me tell you more about the features of Odoo Bol connector. So it can do the fetching and processing of orders. You can do product and stock management with two-way sync. You can ship orders along with Odoo's inventory control system, and you can also purchase shipping labels and fetch them into Odoo. And soon you would be able to do all the FBB operations and product content management.
So what we are going to do now is that we are going to show you a short demo of how you can use the connector, and we are going to explain the major features of it. So I will go to bol.com menu and I will create a new instance. I will name this as test store, and I will take my client ID and client secret, and I will connect to this first. Now the connection is done. I will do some configuration. You can learn more about this configuration from our YouTube video or from our website, or you can contact us to know more about this. Now this configuration is done. You can also configure schedulers. So these are the schedulers which enable the synchronization and fetching of orders, offers, shipments, etc. all of that in background automatically. So the store that we have connected is selling mobile phone accessories, and right now it has around 53 offers. So what we are going to do is that we are going to fetch them into Odoo first, because none of them are available. So there are two ways that you can import the offers. One way is you can go to the scheduler and click on sync products from Bol, or you can go to the operations, which will open up a multi-operation wizard, and here you can select all the operation that you want to do. Right now we will just get all the products and updates, so we will click on OK, and it is sending a request to fetch the products from bol.com. Now this request may take some time to get processed from bol.com, so we save it as a process log, and once this is saved, you can see into all the offers that 53 of these offers have been imported. You can also go to this imported product logs, and here you can see that it is logging which instance is importing which and how many offers are coming, of which how many are matched and how many are new. You can check the original products, the original Odoo products that have been created along with this. So we can go to the product variants, and here we can see that 53 of products have been created, and we can also check out the price list which it has modified. So it has modified the price list to include all these prices, and even the stock has been created for this. So we can go to the inventory report, and here we can see that stock entries have been done for this. So now what we are going to do next is that we are going to import the orders. So to import the order, as before, we can either click on this operation tab and open the wizard, or we can go to the scheduler and click on fetch orders from bol, and this will start fetching the orders, and instantly the new orders are fetched. And we can go into the orders tab, and we can see that there are 4 orders. Let's try to process one of them. So let's open up this, and here you can see that we are showing which instance, which store it is linked to, and we are also storing the reference of the bold order. And here you can see the products, and there is one delivery which we will validate. So once this is validated, all the information of this is sent to bolt.com, and this is marked as done. So this is how you can handle all the basic operation and all the advanced features of bolt.com just from Odoo, and you don't have to go open bolt.com for any operations.
So let's talk about the first use case, that is how to reduce RTOs with validation on order process. Here we will see how you can fetch the orders and how Odoo's inventory system can assist you to reduce the RTO with the help of validations on each order processing. While Odoo's default mechanism for order processing is good enough and it does some validation, but to ensure that there are checks on every step, what we do is that we enable the 3-step process, and for that we will go to the warehouse, edit, and change the settings to the last one. This will ensure a new route is available. So this is the route which is deliver in 3-step, pick, pack, and ship, and we will duplicate this to make it work across our bol instance. So for this we will rename this as deliver in 3 steps for bol orders, and we will remove the warehouse restriction, and we will save this. And now we will go to bol.com, open up its settings, and here in the route we will change it to this new route, that is deliver in 3-step for bol orders. We will also enable this require tracking number option. Now this option enables the last step of the route to be validated only when the tracking number is entered. So let's fetch some orders. We will click on this get all orders and click on OK, and some orders have been available now. And let's open up the first one and check it. So here you can see that instead of just 1 delivery, now it is showing the 3 delivery as per Odoo's mechanism. But instead of taking the stock from the WH stock default location, it is taking it from the virtual location bol stock as part of the first step. So first we will do the picking. So ideally this should be done with a barcode scanner or with the barcode app, and the person who would be picking up these things from the location would validate this. Once this is validated, it would all be brought into the packing zone, and here it will be again validated with barcode scanner and put into the package. And at this point, one of the delivery module which would be integrated would create a shipment and generate a label, and it would autofill the tracking number, and we will do the validation. But because we do not have any delivery module integrated right now, there is no tracking number supplied, and so it is throwing the error that please set tracking number. This ensures that the shipping label is generated after the two-step of validation. So we will put a dummy reference here, we will save this and we will validate, and this will go through, and here it is also telling you that the order is sent to bolt.com, its shipping details are sent to .com, and it is marked as done. And so this is how this multi-step process along with the connector ensures that the high return orders is reduced over the period of time. Okay, so now let's see how we can do the product management for all bolt.com store from one place, that is Odoo. You can fetch all the orders, you can fetch their details, you can change the details into Odoo and synchronize them back to it, and you can also create and delete the products from Odoo and send it to bolt.com.
So first thing that we are going to do is that I will change some details of some of the products into Odoo, and that we will synchronize back to Bol. So let's say I'm going editing this, and I'm changing the delivery code to 122 day, and the product condition is changed to good, and this is saved, and here you can see that the basic details of this are changed. Now let's change this product. So I will copy the EAN code, go to the sales, and I will update the price list of this. So instead of changing the price, what I am going to do is that I will add one more price list so we can have a bulk pricing. So let's say for 5 quantity I will charge 20 euro for each of them. I will save this, and let's again go back to bolt.com menu, and here in the product updates you can see that these are the two products which can be synchronized back to bolt.com. And so that is what I'm going to do. I will sync the products to Bol, and now let's check them. So let's check price of the power bank, and here you can see that the price is now showing the discount for volume. So for 5 quantity the price would be 20 euro per piece. And now let's check about this TG adapter. And for the OTG adapter we had changed delivery time to 1 to 2 working days, and so that is what has been updated. And now we can also make changes over here and fetch them back in Odoo. So what I'm going to do is that change this back to 4 to 8 working days. I am saving this, and let's go back to Odoo, and let's fetch the products. So again this may take a while, so let's fetch it, and the newest file is fetched, and let's check the product. And here you can see that it has changed back to 4 to 8 working days.
So let's level this up
And let's add one more store and see how the product management happens with multiple stores. So I'm entering a new store and I'm entering my client ID and client secret, and I'm connecting, and as before I will do the configuration. As for this option, I can create new price list and new stock location though, so the connector would do that automatically. And so here you can see that this is the new stock and new price list created. So now let's fetch the products for test store 2, and we will get all products and updates, and we will click on OK. And as always, the products would have been imported. Let's go to all products and we can see that the number has increased, and let's group them by instance to see. And yes, we can see that test stores 2 has 4 products. So I want to sell these products on my first store also. So what I can do, I can just select them. I can go to the action menu and click on copy to another instance, and it will detect that test store 2 is the originating instance, so it can only get copied to the test store. And so now I will click on copy products, and this test store now includes these new products too. And so without further wasting any time, I will update back to bol.com. So I will go to sync products to bol, and let's click on OK. And now it should be synchronized back to bol.com. So let's check that. And here we can see that there are 57 articles now, and these are the new products. And so this is a quick glance of the interesting features of Bolt connector for Odoo. You can also create and delete products from Odoo for multiple bol.com stores, and you can learn more about this from our website or social media channels. And now we will see how we can do stock levels management for the store and products. We will see how stock operations manipulate the stock, and the changed stock is synchronized back to bol.com. Most of you are aware that Odoo's stock management is quite simple yet very efficient, and so it is very easy to manage stock levels for bol.com stores from Odoo. So every Bol instance or store is having a dedicated stock location into Odoo. The connector creates a location for every store at the time of create of the store, and this is the location from which it reduces the stock for all the orders coming from that store or instance. And so whenever you want to update the stock for that store's location, then you just need to replenish the stock into Odoo for that location with internal transfer or purchase order, and rest of the process is automatically done. So let's say that we want to update the stock for this iPhone 11 screen protector. So we have already put up a purchase order for it. So this purchase order will increase the stock of this iPhone 11 screen protector by 10 quantity. So let's receive this product. So as you can see, the stock of this is coming into the main stock location. It does not change the stock for the bull location. And so for that, we just need to go to the inventory and create a new internal transfer to increase the stock to whatever we want. So let's select bull stock and let's select the iPhone 11 screen protector, and let's say we want to move 5 of the quantity to it, so we validate this.
So let's go check. So yes, we can see that the stock quantity is changed to 15 and it is showing that the stock is changed. So what we can do now is that we can sync products to bowl. So this will send all the information to bowl.com. So let's check that. And here you can see the stock is updated to 15, and so this is how much simple it is to do your stock management from Odoo. That's all for the presentation. Thank you very much. Please follow us on the social media for getting all the updates and connect with us. You can send your inquiries or your questions to the email this current at indigoerp.com or info at indigoerp.com, and let's see about your questions right now. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new Q&A session. Thank you so much, Karen, for this presentation about the connector with bol.com. We actually going to look at the question that have been asked in the chat, and the first one is coming from Darpan, asking if the app is need to be purchased from the App Store, or does it need can it work with an API? Okay, very good. And maybe another question that can be interesting related to that, I think that the information are also available on it, but on which version is your application supported? Which Odoo version?
Okay, so currently we are supporting version 14 and 13, and we have already started the migration to 15. So probably in few days we would be having it for 15 also.
Okay, very good. I'm not sure that we can hear the question, but at least you can hear my question. Is there, yeah, another question would be about how many location can be supported by this bolt.com connector?
Okay, so the idea is that one store, that is one bold.com instance, would be linked to one location. So it's like one-to-one mapping for each of them. But if we want to have one multiple stores linked to a single location, so maybe we want to share the same stock to multiple stores, and that is also possible, but you cannot have more than one location linked with a single store.
Okay. Okay, very good. I have another question. I don't know if you can answer this one. It's not coming from the chat, but as a partner with Odoo, are you working in any other connectors for now?
Yeah, well, we are working with a connector, but I cannot give out more details on it because it's for a client, and we have to entertain the confidentiality of it.
Okay, so really confidential. No worries. We will have to wait and see how when it comes. Apparently, in the chat we said that we couldn't hear the first question, so I'm going to ask it again. Does the app needs to be purchased on the App Store, or does it need an API?
No, it's available on the App Store already. We have published it, and it can be purchased directly. It doesn't require IAP subscription. It does require one Python library to be installed, and everything else just works fine afterwards.
Okay. And maybe another question: what would be maybe the improving point of the connector, if you see any?
Yeah. So as I had explained in one of the slide of the presentation, there are a few features that are still expected. So we are going to improve the connector with the possibility to create product content directly from Odoo. So right now it is not available, but it is going to be available very soon. So that is one of the major improvement that we are expecting that our customers would like to have, and that would make the whole connector and the whole idea of using Odoo more helpful.
Okay. And can you maybe also talk a little bit about your company? Maybe for how long have you been a partner with Odoo? This will be our last question.
So I would just go about and describe about this work, about this connector, because this has been one of the most important connector for us. I have been um, uh, selling this connector to clients for more than 4 years, and it has been used by clients in Netherlands, Belgium,
In Belgium
and
too.
Germany. And we did a big refactoring, just like Odoo does after a certain versions. So we did a big refactoring this year, and we are very glad to put this improved version of the module.
Okay, thank you so much, Karen, for your time, and yeah, enjoy your OXP experience.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.